Well, yeah, I think first we're obviously excited to be able to move and play tomorrow. Coming into the game, knew it was going to be a physical game and a tough game. I thought our guys weathered some foul difficulty in the first half. I thought the second half we did a really good job defensively. We held them to 14 points. That was a big factor, and really didn't let them get going from behind the three-point line, which was good. And then it really just kind of came down to a lot of loose ball plays. We got some steals in the press, got back in the game, got off to a good start there in the second half, and then obviously it came down to the final minute there, and we were able to kind of hang on and win the game.
All right, we'll take your questions for either of the student athletes. If you'll raise your hand, we get a floor mic to you. Also, a reminder, video is not permitted in the interview area. If you need video, you can get it from the distribution area next to the elevators. Okay, start in the middle aisle. Questions for either.
For both Scotty and for Patrick, you didn't allow them to score from the field the last 12 minutes and 15 seconds. What went into that? What did y'all adjust to cut them off like that?
Scotty?
We just tried to play harder. I mean, we're doing the same things. We didn't really switch up anything. We just tried to go into an extra gear and turn it up a little bit.
Patrick?
I felt as though as a team we just all started connecting, finally getting to where we feel as though we need to be for a whole 40 minutes, and we're really locked in on the defensive side. I could just feel it like an inner sense that they were going to have a difficult time scoring, especially seeing Scotty, how he was guarding McCray, and how fast our double teams were coming in the post. So we were just handling them really well, and it resulted in that span of them not scoring.
Jeff, Patrick down front.
Patrick. We saw it from the floor, but out there, what was the physical nature of that game really like? What was it like to be in the middle of that? And was that as about a physical game as you've had this season against somebody? The back and forth?
I couldn't really tell you if that's the most physical, because I kind of forget about all that stuff. I just remember all the good stuff that happens in games typically. But it was a battle, especially they have the best offensive rebounding front court in our league, possibly in the country. And we just have to go in there and be fearless. And, our guards got to come in there and grab rebounds. Mike Frazier did. Scotty grabbed some. Everyone has to come in there and be ready to go outside themselves, give a little bit more. And, we did a really good job, I think, overall on the offensive rebound standpoint, holding them to only 8, which, we in the past have given up a lot more. So I'm proud that we were able to do that.
Question on the right.
Yeah, to both players. Guys, you've won 25 straight games in a lot of different ways. When you're down by 10 in the first half, having won all these games in these different fashions, does that settle you down and give you confidence that you're going to turn things around?
Patrick?
Well, our number one key is to not panic and just readjust, change our focus. And Coach definitely gets on us at halftime just saying, we can't keep playing for only 20 minutes and then expect ourselves just to turn on a switch and get it going 20 minutes after that. But being down, we've been in the situation before. Us, for as seniors, we have a whole lot of experience in getting blown out or coming back from situations like that. We just were locked in on focus on one possession at a time and just playing harder, just starting that second half off with unbelievable energy. And no matter what was thrown at us, just keep it going, stay together.
Same for Scotty.
I think it helps. I feel like we've been in every type of situation this year. I just was kind of telling the guys at halftime that we've been in this situation before, being down at halftime, and we know what it takes to win in the second half. And as long as we come out and play like we know we can, then we'll be fine.
Another hand right down here in the front.
Yeah, for Scotty and Patrick. You played Tennessee 3 times. The last 2 times, really tough games. What's your impression of Tennessee, maybe looking ahead to their chances in the NCAA tournament?
Scotty?
Well, I don't know what kind of chances they have in NCAA tournament, but I think they're a tough, strong team. They don't back down from anybody. They play hard on every possession, and they're a really great offensive rebounding team.
Patrick?
I think it's just funny how my career is going against Tennessee. My freshman year, we swept them. Then after that, we lost 3 in a row, and now we've won 3 in a row against them. And they're a really good team. They're very talented, great front court. But you have to look at the record. You have to look at all the other factors going into their chance in the tournament. Now I hope they make it just to help our conference look a lot stronger. But it comes down to the people that are voting for that. I don't really have a say in that.
We're going to take 2 more questions. We've got one there, and we'll finish up right here.
All right, Scotty, can you talk a little bit about your role as being a vocal leader on the court? I mean, in the second half, when a couple penalties started happening, it looked like you were just trying to rally the team together and have them keep focus.
Yeah, I was just trying to keep everybody together, keep everybody focused on the goal. Don't worry about maybe some of the calls that the refs are making, or if a ball doesn't bounce our way. Just kind of stay focused on the next play. And Coach can't talk to us all the time, so we try to huddle ourselves and say the right things amongst ourselves.
Okay, last question on the right.
Scotty, on the play you were called for the offensive foul and they went to the monitor, it appeared that you didn't touch him in the nose. Or can you just tell us what went through on that play and what your perception was?
As soon as I caught the ball, they were yelling down, and so I knew that they wanted to keep me on the side, so I was just trying to rip the ball through and get into the middle of the floor, and my elbow nicked his chin, I think, a little bit, but he did a good job of selling it.
All right, thank you. We'll excuse you back to the locker room. We'll continue on with questions for Coach Donovan. Let's start right in the front, right here in the middle aisle.
Coach, I know that it was really good in the last couple of minutes, your foul shooting, but yesterday and for the bulk of the game today, is that are they going to just fall or not, or is there things that you can do team-wide to help them get a little bit better now that you're entering this important phase?
Yeah, I think there's been some games we've shot the ball very, very well. I think we made 9 of our last 10 coming down the stretch, but certainly I think at one point we were 1 for 7. There was a couple free throws I thought yesterday, where we were up by 4 points, had a chance to go up 8, and missed the front end of 2 1-on-1s. So, no team's perfect. We're certainly not perfect. There's always areas we can get better on. I certainly think free throw shooting is an area we can improve and get better. We spend time. Those guys do put time in on their own. We do put time in practice. And hopefully that will be an area this time of year that, we can get better at because I think we're capable of doing that.
Question on the right side.
Billy, when you're down 10 in the first half, is there a part of you that thinks, this wouldn't be the worst thing in the world? We go back to Gainesville and sit around tomorrow and rest and watch ourselves be the #1 seed, as opposed to having to play?
I'm not quite sure how to answer that. That really never crossed my mind. I think, when you're in there competing, you're trying to win. I do think these different experiences are good. I thought we got off to a really good start, a better start than we did. I thought our struggle today was we did not get great productivity off of our bench, and we had to sub. And when we subbed, that's when I thought Tennessee went on a run. But no, we're trying to win. I think anytime you're playing in a conference tournament, it's always exciting and an opportunity to continue to move on. There'll be something we'll gain from tomorrow's experience, just as we did today. I'm happy for our guys. But I thought the game really could have gone either way. And I think the game could have gone either way in Knoxville, as well. But it didn't cross my mind to sit there and say, boy, I hope we lose and go home.